when last we left our crew, gang of friends. Friends?
Friends.
Hopefully friends.
Acquaintances. They had successfully rescued Glitter Spice from her situation and gave her credits to gain passage off-world. Some heartfelt? Yeah. Some heartfelt conversation was had with her. Cal made a new friend who was part of an Imperial security company. Learned a few things. Ash made negotiations with a reputable pirate for passage off-world. And then you all spent a night together after some heartfelt goodbyes to people you've grown to care about. And on the morning before the agreed upon time, you emerged from your apartment to be greeted with a retinue, including the magistrate of these levels, Juris, who informed you all solemnly that when looking up CT-3535 in the Imperial records, he is marked as a traitor. And emerging from the shadows, as if planned, which probably was, a looming large figure stepped out to reveal a Trandoshan in familiar black armor and a helmet. And she greeted Raestra in a familiar tone and called her sister. And everyone needs to roll initiative.
Oh, no. We're starting with initiative roll? Oh, God.
Well, of course we are.
As we're doing that, there is a beat, and Raestra just turns so slowly to look at him and goes, "You used your real call number?"
Ah. I don't have a response. I rolled a nat 1.
Jesus, oh no.
I backhand him immediately. He gets physically bodily knocked to the bottom of initiative order. You idiots! Why would you use your actual number?
I don't have a response at the moment. I don't have a response in character and out of character at the moment.
He's so blindsided by this betrayal. He thought his lying and scheming was going to get him off scot-free.
Fuck!
I thought we had a thing.
You absolute moron! You idiots! You dumbass!
He broke my heart.
Oh, God!
He broke my heart. I don't know what to do.
I'm going to break you over my knee when we get on that ship. I swear on all that's good and holy in this world.
Truly, it is casting Bane on the Batman.
I was about to say, you will learn the definition of Bane after I break your fucking back. You stupid piece of shit, I'm going to actually kill you. I will end your pathetic existence, I swear. On God, on the Force, on Big Smoke, I will kill you.
Can Ray and Nyx put their initiative in the chat? That should make this easier, since there's only 4 of you.
Yeah, I got you.
I also need the record to reflect that I completely forgot that on my sheet, my alignment is fuck.
Oh, it's fucked. Fuckutta, if you do so desire. So
I need you. It's just for the audience at home. There's no better way to sum up Raestra's alignment than my alignment is labeled on my sheet as fuck.
Those are some decent rolls, except for Nyx.
Yeah. Like, there was a time to roll a nat 1, it's now.
Having the sense beat back into him. Will end your pathetic existence with my bare hands, I swear to God.
Nyx. Alright, all of that is notated.
You used your real call number?
Let us begin.
Truly dumb of ass.
At the top of the round, something important happens.
Oh, it's good. I'm glad.
The 4 stormtroopers who are, like, flanking Juris all kind of, like, you hear, like, as, like, their blasters kind of line up. But Juris, like, puts a hand up. And they kind of... It's just the motion, you're well aware, Nyx, is like an at-ease motion.
Yeah.
And the Inquisitor before you says, "Yes, I can handle this. You will only get in the way." And Juris just says, "You had her."
Do I remember her at all?
That is a good question. And we can answer that right now. Vaguely. You don't remember a number because meta knowledge, out of character, right now. I'm not giving her a number because then it could decanonize next fucking book they release.
That's true.
Her number was redacted sounds.
Redacted, yes. She came in a good little bit after you. All Inquisitors used to be Jedi. A Trandoshan Jedi, and I'll lay this out, both you and Cal would know this. A Trandoshan Jedi is a big deal. One of the masters on the council used to be a Trandoshan Jedi. In not so far history, Skir was his name. But Trandoshans are just more than stereotypically just proven, warlike, bestial, and aggressive. So one taking the way of a Jedi is unheard of, except in, legend. And this one apparently didn't do a great job, because now they are an Inquisitor.
I'm just imagining, I've been waiting for this for a long time. Who are you?
You remember sparring with her? She's a brute, no form, but as far as brutes go, formidable. Because those Trandoshan builds are...
A brute would stand no chance against the Arbiter.
No Halo in my star... No, I'm kidding. We can have Halo in my stars. That would be cool. With that being said, we've established that. Is that all you would like to know, Raestra?
For the minute, yeah.
Okay. Asha, you're up first.
Cool. So, can you give me a word picture of how close they are to us and how, what's the, am I gonna get attacked if I just start running?
That's a good question.
Am I gonna get attacked if I just do, also, is this Inquisitor holding anything metal?
They are not holding anything, because their lightsabers are at their belt.
On their back.
Well, back. No, for this one, she wears them on her belt.
Oh.
Because there's two
A
of them.
trendsetter, I see. I'm sorry, go ahead.
But you are nearly precisely about 20 feet from them. You emerge, so I feel like I haven't word pictured. So the under levels are picture streets. You know how the walls of ancient cities used to be so wide that you could, chariot race on them? That's pretty much what these levels are. They do end. There are bars that you can look over and look down into the depths. But they are so wide as to accommodate for buildings towards the edge and big wide streets in the middle. And that's where you are right now. You're on a street, and 20 feet basically down the street is this retinue.
Okay, so I have a couple of options here.
Cool.
First off is I'm gonna give a potent aptitude to Raestra. That's my bonus action. So Bardic Inspiration.
Which is a what?
It's a D4.
PogChamp.
Yeah. And I would like to know if overheats would still count of it being on her person and her still taking the fire damage.
So...
In normal D&D it does.
So their armor is not made of metal. I triple checked that. You can, lightsabers are metal, and the most metallic looking lightsabers are the Inquisitors ones.
That's very true.
With my 18 intelligence, do I think that would work?
Oh, for sure.
Cool, I need her to make a con saving throw.
Well, she will make it when she touches the lightsaber on her turn, basically.
Okay.
'Cause it's
I
on her belt
will.
right now.
So you're saying that she won't take any damage at the moment for having
Not
it just
for
on
right
her
now.
belt?
I don't think. Well,
because it says if an object
Warner
is held,
carried.
Warner
Yeah, if it's
Warner integrated.
if it says that, you are correct. So Constitution saving throw.
DC 14.
Let me look at something else as well.
This was
Apologies.
My other plan was rolling an attack and having her be slowed from cryogenic burst, but I feel like giving her disadvantage on her attack stuff is probably better.
So this is what happens. She rolled a 10.
Cool, that fails.
Ooh.
She's gonna use saving face.
Ah.
She actually has 4 allies around her. 5 for a 15.
Trandoshans would gain that ability.
But if it doesn't or can't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of your next turn. I'm assuming that she doesn't get rid of it because it's not her turn and it's not an action to do that.
And how much damage did it deal?
I'm rolling. It's 2d8.
Oof.
Oh, it just takes the damage. That's right, because this is fucking heat metal. The constitution is if they can drop it, and she can't. So she just takes the fucking fire damage. 7 points of fire damage, and I'm running.
Yeah.
Later.
With Lemmy close behind.
Saving face isn't a reaction. Fun fact.
Oh.
So you said 7?
Yes.
And I need to keep track of this. How many does she have? Okay.
Don't tell me we're fighting something that's CR2 and has legendary actions.
Oh no, she's gonna use her reaction, and when it happens, it like burns through, because a lot of it's based on the person, like, because there's eighth brother wore like samurai armor, and second sister wore like cloth. This Trandoshan has like a combination of both, so you like hear the just gross like heat on scale, and but you see like there's like a little bit of a roar, but then her teeth grit, and big toothy maw of sharp teeth, and she regains only one of those hit points, so she only takes 6. But that's her reaction, and you're just running. I imagine the other way, right?
Yeah, I would imagine that we're running. We should be running.
Fun stuff. Okay.
So I'm now 50 feet away from them, technically. Just to keep that in mind. But I'd use my bonus action, I use my action, and I use my movement. I'm all good. Who's next?
I love the mental image of Ash just seeing what's happening and just being like, fuck you, Bales!
All right.
Fuck off, dips.
If that is Ash's turn, Raestra, it is your turn.
You can take her, right?
My heart says run, my character says I have to beat the shit out of her. I will... Yeah, you know what? This is the right time to do this, I think. I think this is the right time to do that. I am going to... Okay, the width of this street, are there walls on either side of it, or are there guardrails that lead, like, down?
So, you have a wall to basically your left, we'll say, if you're facing them. You have a wall to your left, which is basically like the door you just came out of. There are buildings that, take up the kind of back bit of these streets. About 20 to 30 feet to your right is the guardrail.
I've got an idea.
Maybe a little more than that, because, it would be enough for foot and speeder traffic.
Yeah, I've got an idea. She's gonna take the saber out of the shield.
Sick.
And she ignites it, and this is the first time you see what her, like, actual saber looks like. Because it was in the shield last time.
I think she showed it to us, what it actually looked like in a previous session.
Yeah. So it's her flat Spartan blade.
I think it's called a chisis?
Yeah. So out of the shield, it's like a Spartan blade. So it's short. It's not long at all. It has 2 pronged, almost claws that curve inward to form, like, a hilt.
So kind of like the energy sword from Halo.
It looks like the energy sword when it's in the shield and it's not spinning.
Yeah.
But out of it, there's a term for it for the Spartan swords, but it looks like that. She's going to take it out and put the shield on. I'm going to bonus action. I'm going to take my form.
Here we go.
Is it Neiman form? Neiman form?
I think it's Nyman.
Nyman form? Which you said was, what number? The diplomat stance, this is.
6.
Form 6.
It's the one before 7.
Traditionally.
Yeah.
You don't say, DM.
Listen.
So, yeah, I'll take 6th form. And I'm gonna look at her, and she's just gonna smile, and she says, man, Dad really wants to call the disappointments today, doesn't he? And I'm gonna cast Denounce.
What saving throw is that?
Charisma.
Cool beans. Ooh, same number on both rolls.
Which is?
That's a 19.
Damn, that sucks. Well, the benefit, though, is that in my form, if I use a force power, I still get to fucking attack her. I still get to kick her ass.
Hell yeah.
I still get to make a melee attack. So I'm gonna fucking go for it.
You step up the 20 feet.
Yep.
I imagine as you're stepping, that's when you attempt to cast the Denounce, and then it doesn't work, and you're like, fine.
Yep. It's not great, but it's not bad. 14?
A 14 will miss.
Damn.
She, so you, like, attempt the Denounce. The sword goes forward, and she does one of those, like, side dodges, and you just go over her shoulder with it. And she smiles back. No, I was just lucky to be here on Coruscant. And speaking of, it's Cal's turn before her turn, unfortunately.
Cool.
You guys tied on initiative, but players always go first in my rules, and I'll stick to those.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this cool trick. It's called hiding.
Cool. It's called running like a little bitch.
They have no reason to.
It's my flawless strategy.
Chase.
Run! The Joseph Joestar, the patented Joseph Joestar.
They're just like, oh, so I'm like fucking. Oh, okay, so I'm walking near them. That must mean I'm with them, right? I'm innocent to them. But don't worry, I have a plan. That's a 19 on stealth.
Oh, so you were just physically going to like back up into an alley and just roll stealth?
Yeah.
Okay. A 19's good.
Knew it'd be good luck to name him after Kalingus. Oh, I can only do one at once. I have quickened. Would it be possible for me to cast 2 force powers in one turn, or does the same spell rules apply?
Action, bonus action. So if you quicken a cantrip, you can cast an action spell.
Damn.
Wait, right? Yeah. And at will. We'll get used to the system's terms. Or you can quicken like a first level.
I just read. Damn it. Okay.
If you had a different plan, I will let you undo the stealth if you desire.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I wanted to use Cloud Mind to make the Stormtroopers fall asleep, but at the same time, I want to use Battle Mind because I have a feeling I might get spotted if I use Cloud Mind. And Battle Mind gives me extra AC in areas.
It's up to you.
I think...
If it helps, I will remake clear that the Stormtroopers were ordered to stand down. And they are doing that. They've even, like... They've done the thing where they lowered their blaster, but not, like, all the way. Yeah, that happened at the top of the round.
Okay.
The Inquisitor said they'd just get in the way.
If that's the case, I'm going to cast Battle Mind on myself.
Cool.
That gives me +2 AC against melee attacks, and a +3 AC against ranged attacks.
Oh, interesting. That's cool.
Yeah.
So you... Wow, yeah, this is the first time you've run into a moment like this in a while. Like, the war was 5 years ago, you know? And you fought monsters the other day, but this... So you kind of like... And you like back into the alley like, oh... And you center yourself, you call on the Force, and the Force answers. The Force is always there. And it helps clear your mind. You take a deep breath, and you are ready for what comes... in store, and that's about to happen right now, unless you have more.
I am going to go ahead and use one of my force points to cast Quickened Power. I'm going to cast Force Whisper.
Okay, though I will say you would have had to use your action to hide. Hiding isn't free.
Oh, yeah.
Rogues get to hide for free, remember?
You're
or on bonus
right.
action.
I forgot. I'm so used to
the offer is still open for you to undo that if you desire, but you get one. This is round 1.
No, I think I'm good. Oh, if that's the case, then I still have to spend one anyways. Alright. Okay, the Inquisitor can go now. I'll allow it.
It is the Inquisitor's turn.
Don't forget she has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls because of the heat metal.
Yeah, and that might screw her, so that was a good... because this is what's about to happen. She hisses at you, literally. And, like, a tongue does come out, Raestra. She, like, leans down, ducks around your saber, which is, like, stuck out towards her, and kind of leaps up onto the side of this building and grips onto it with her feet. In these moments, she has not left your melee range, and whips out both lightsabers, and they spin. So this sister's lightsabers are about the size a normal humanoid would wield.
Yeah.
So they kind of look like chakrams in her hands as she wields 2 of them because she is large. And in that moment, like, pretty much right as she jumps up onto this wall, she and casts Saber Throw. And because she has 2, and this is her special ability, she gets to throw both her sabers when she casts Saber Throw.
Oh no,
shit.
that's not good.
That's not good at all.
I would like it if she would not do that.
Yeah, those are, if they're attack rolls, they're at disadvantage, baby.
They are at disadvantage. They're actually both, because Ash went out of range. Well, how far can you run, Ash?
I went 30 feet. I am 50 feet away from her.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, Ash went out of range. Both of these are going to be against Nyx. Ooh, disadvantage. Definitely missing with that one. But maybe not with that one. Well, probably not. 14, I imagine, does not hit you, Nyx.
No, 14 does not hit me.
So
I duck roll out of the way.
Yeah, you just duck roll. You duck roll out of one, and then, like, your momentum, you weren't even ready for the second one, but your momentum was so much that you do get out of the way of the second one, and you're like, oh, jeez. As you, like, stand back up on one knee. They come back to her hands, and she kind of flips off the wall and gets to also bonus action and attack.
No, son of a bitch.
On Raestra.
Still at disadvantage.
These dice are going to dice jail. She just...
I now understand why all the clone troopers hung back when Skywalker was in the fight.
This is why I wanted to be able to do this spell. It's so good.
You gimped her so hard. That was 2 natural ones, by the way. Jesus.
Dad really did call the disappointment squad. Jesus.
She, like, just kind of basically an elbow drop, but with her lightsaber, but right down onto your shield. It's like she wasn't even aiming. Your shield was just ready.
You see one of her lightsabers just glowing red hot in her hand.
It's the one she's holding, and you know.
Yeah. She does not care. Does not give 2 shits.
I think that's all she will attempt to do, because that's all she can do. Nyx, it is your turn.
All right, cool. One more time. How wide is this hallway?
Again, it's not really a hallway. It's more like a street. So, like,
okay.
You've
so
got, like, a good 30 plus feet towards the, before you get to the railing.
Now, are they fighting right next to the clone troopers and...
They are fighting... Stormtroopers.
Yeah, sorry.
There are no clones here.
Just
Except
you.
the
Oh,
one.
good to know. Oh, sick. All right, thank you, Justin, for saying that.
They're about 20 feet in front of the little of Jiris's little retinue, and, you know, again, they were ordered... And even when Jiris ordered them to step down, he, like, took... 3 steps back, and the stormtroopers took 1, so they're, like, in front of him, but they are letting this duel play out.
Okay, so then I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
My follow-up question is how close are the stormtroopers from this fight currently?
So if the Inquisitor is 20 feet forward, and the clones the stormtroopers are about 20 further feet, so they're about... So that little retinue is about 40 feet from you.
Okay, cool, good. And are the clone troopers all standing within 5 feet of one another?
Stormtroopers and...
Sorry.
Yeah, because they're kind of, like, in front of Jiris.
Bonza, seeing that Raestra's kind of got this...
Does she, though?
It's fine. She hasn't done it. We haven't done any damage to each other yet. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fair. Right now, they're kind of on even ground. Oh, God. Hold on, I gotta think like Nyx. Is Nyx the kind of one to break away, or is he gonna fight with Rey? He's gonna fight with Rey. Nyx is gonna like start laying down covery fire for Rey.
All right, so you're shooting at the Inquisitor, or?
Yes.
All right.
One shot at the. Oh, first things first is can I free action take off my helmet?
Tell me why, and then maybe I'll allow it.
So in Nyx's mind, he's been had at this point.
Okay.
They know who he is. They know where to find him. They know who his associates are. At this point, it's a run for the life. And he has never liked the visor of this helmet anyway.
Okay. He wants to fight as him. I'll allow that.
Yeah, he wants to fight.
Action.
Yeah, he wants to fight as CT-3535.
Okay.
So he's gonna take the helmet, drop it in his bag behind him, draw his pistols, and then just start laying down covery fire for Rey. First things first, to be more of a bane to Justin.
Cool.
I would like to... Oh, God. Rey.
Yeah.
Do you want the possibility of the weapon being gone, or do you want them to continue to have disadvantage on their attacks against you?
Oh, the disadvantage would be really nice.
All right, cool. All right, then I gotta think of what to say. For the first blasting attack, I will make it a goading attack.
Cool.
Come get your traitor, you scaly bitch! First attack. Okay, alright, hold on. 18?
18 will hit.
Sick.
I've taken clankers tougher than you!
Yeah, damn it, that's better! That's 10 times better!
Next time.
Next time. Alright, so...
Brooke, cut that out so the audience is surprised. When he does it next. No, that's cheating. Don't do that.
Brooke, do what you want. First things first, I'm rolling 2d4 with advantage.
Advantage on your damage. Jesus. Guys, you're so powerful.
Alright, so that's going to be 14 energy damage from the first attack.
That's a lot.
And then...
She's going to go ahead and use her reaction.
Is she?
Yeah.
I guess she would have her reaction back, huh?
Yep. Ooh, she rolled good on that one. You said 14?
I did.
She's going to heal 6 of that as a reaction.
Oh! Cocky cunt. Second attack. Bonus action.
Are cool.
Bonus action. One more attack.
Jesus, Ben.
Offhand. I'm a fighter!
No, I mean, cocky cunt.
Oh. I'm sorry. I know the C word. It's such a harsh word, but it makes my
Picturing
point.
a clone saying it, it's just like, because he's on his last...
And one of the reasons why I said it is because the New Zealand accent is very close to an Australian accent, and Australians say the word cunt like it's a fucking hug.
It's true.
Now I just picture Omega being like, a cunt. And Hunter's like, who told you that? It was Hunter? It was Crosshair?
It's the fucking meme of the, like, just cunt. Just immediately just choking Hunter. Just choking Hunter out.
Choking Crosshair out.
Anyway, second attack. Hold on, I gotta roll for it. I'm sorry.
We're good. This is all we're doing tonight. I got nothing else.
Shit, that one's...
Spoilers.
Not gonna do it. I assume a 9's not gonna hit.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. No,
so you, frame by frame, just like Captain Rex before you, kind of, you shout that out, pew pew, two shots from both pistols as you start to, like, run in, like, a slightly, flanking pattern. One hits her square in, like, the shoulder. The other goes, like, a little too high.
One more thing before I'm done. Cool. I would like to move towards her.
Yeah.
And with Gorilla Mastery, if she, like, narratively, she'll take a swing at me with her lightsaber, and I'll just roll underneath and spin around to flank her from behind. And then end my turn.
Love that picture. Because now you're in melee range with her.
Yep.
Alright. Back to the top of the round. Ash, it is your turn.
Puck. Well, I'm going to use my bonus action to overheat again, so she's just going to take that 2d6. Please make that con saving throw for me.
Alright. She doesn't have disadvantage on saves, right?
No. I don't... 2d8, sorry. She takes 12 points of fire damage.
How much?
She takes 12, and she already used her
12?
reaction she already used her reaction for this round, so she can't heal that back.
Oof. Cool beans. Guess I'm doing a number on her.
What did she make on this? What did she roll on the save?
It was only a 7.
Okay, so she...
drops the lightsaber that you lit on fire. Which is what she was planning to do at the start of her turn anyway.
It says the creature must succeed the con saving throw or drop the object if it can.
Yeah,
if
and
it
she
doesn't
totally can.
or can't, if it doesn't or can't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn.
She totally can. So the lightsaber that basically isn't, like, clashing with your shield right now, to the ground. These, I think Inquisitors have dead man switches. It would turn off.
Okay. And then as my action, I would like to shoot a cryogenic burst at her.
All right. What's the range on that, since you're 50 away?
60.
Okay. Sick.
No. I don't think that's gonna hit. That would be +6. That's 13. Yeah, that's not gonna hit.
13 does not hit, unfortunately.
I have a question for next round. If you don't,
Sure.
if you don't mind humoring me for a second.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess it all comes down to whether or not you're gonna be nice. Be
Sure.
more than kind for this, because would you let me transfer the spell
No,
onto her other
absolutely
no?
not.
Okay.
Not how that spell works.
I just thought I'd ask.
Spells that can do that say that they can, so
Okay,
this
well,
is how the game works.
I already used my bonus action, so I can't give out another important aptitude, so I'm just gonna stay where I'm at. I don't want to ditch my friends.
Raestra.
I thought we
It's
were
your
all
turn.
running, and when no one was running, I'm just like, well, fuck.
She was like, and then turns and like watches Nyx do this barrel roll under the lightsaber and watches them both get in melee range. Is like, well, dank Ferric.
I'm gonna try and cast Sap Vitality.
All right,
Slowly becoming my
a
go-to.
signature spell. Yeah.
Oh god, okay. Alright. This is about to go so bad for her. I am presuming a non-natural 20 hits.
Yes, it does.
Okay. So here's the thing. Here's the other cool thing about Form 6. I get to do two things with Form 6. One of them is the cool thing that I already did, and this is the other cool thing, which is that when I hit with a melee force power, I can use one of my charges of Channel the Force, and I get to roll a d8 on top of that.
Sick.
So I am now going to roll a d10 and a d8.
Give it all to me.
And this is all necrotic damage. You've got to be fucking shitting me.
Oh no.
I'm so fucking... They're both ones! I'm so fucking upset. I'm so angry. I've never been so
sad
angry
for
in my
you.
fucking life. It's 2. Well, the benefit is that I do get to punch her in her dumb bitch face, because I still fucking... I'm gonna... I miss.
You miss?
Yeah, I miss. It's a 12.
I love the flavor of this. So you kind of your shield is like holding down her one lightsaber. You like Dark Souls parry it up. She's wide open. The hand that's under the shield touches her, and you sap a little bit of her vitality, but it appears she's much hardier than you, or the Force didn't answer your call as heavily as it should. And then you're mad about that. You attempt to headbutt her, but her head is so hard it hurts you a little. Not enough for damage, but it's like, oh.
There's a nice, solid crack.
Yeah. And she... Cal, it is your turn.
Oh boy. Are Juris and the Stormy Boys still there?
Yes, they didn't take any further steps back, but they are just watching in these moments.
Are they within 90 feet of me?
For sure 90 feet, yeah.
I'm gonna cast Cloud Mind on them.
Oh boy.
So let me
This
go
is fun
ahead and
stuff.
roll 5d8. There is not a dice roller in here.
I thought there was.
Knock his dumb ass out.
30 health.
30? So here's what happens. Juris faints. One stormtrooper attempts to catch him, but falls down on top of him. And then the other 3 stormtroopers are like, oh, what the... And they're, like, trying to pick them up. And, well, actually, like, they didn't use their actions. They're kind of just down there. One of them is, like, smacking Juris on the cheek lightly to wake him up. The other's, like, shaking his comrade. So they're occupied as well as not in the fight in these moments.
Awesome.
What else would you like to do?
I'll throw my hood on, and then I'll step out.
Oh, okay.
Just kind of slowly.
Freaking mental image.
And
Here
then
we go.
I'm just gonna look at this Inquisitor. when you next see your superior, and preferably Vader, I'm told Vader's your superior, give him a message before he kills you for failing to capture us. And then I'm gonna light my saber. Tell him you missed one.
Oh,
Take inspiration. That's rad.
So good! It's so fucking good!
I'm gonna quicken power saber throw.
Sick!
If there's something that Silver's really good at, is one-liners.
Silver's truly very good at one-liners.
Yay. The one thing I really want to be good at. Let's see.
I'll fist fight you in a back alley parking lot. Your characters are great.
I need to make a ranged force attack.
Yep.
And I believe my force casting ability is Wisdom.
It is.
Give it to me.
Oh, wait, okay. It's +5.
Well, plus your proficiency, right?
Well, yeah, no, I was adding my
okay.
proficiency to that.
Okay.
That's a 22 to hit.
That hits.
So they take 1d8. Oh, 1.
Wow. The dice really want a narrative today.
Bonk.
The dice finally let me have some one-liners for a change. Thank you, Force.
I just throws the lightsaber. The blade doesn't
Yeah,
hit, but the handle
exactly.
does.
That is exactly. He says that. He says that, stands epically. The lightsaber ignites. Is spinning through the air, just high enough that it's over Raestra's head, but it like kind of tunks the Trandoshan right on the nose with the hilt. It does do damage. It's gas.
The weapon then immediately returns to my hand, though. So that's part of the.
Yeah, I know.
That's part of the
I
spell.
just cast it. as the Inquisitor. I know how it works.
Okay.
Everybody's here to piss off. Everybody's here to piss off the Inquisitor.
Is that all you do?
Yep.
It's the Inquisitor's turn. She's not happy.
Oh God.
So your goading attack
Yeah.
forced disadvantage on attack rolls on anyone but you, right, Nyx? She's not
Correct,
holding.
yes.
So this is what happens. Raestra kind of like deflected the saber, so it's kind of up and behind her a little. It starts to spin at high speeds until it's all just a whine.
Oh God.
And I was right. This is going to be fun. And she's going to cast a spell, and I'm not sure who she wants it on. Actually, I know exactly who she wants it on. Raestra, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
PogChamp. That was a fucking ride! Oh god. Oh, that's not great. Oh no, that's a 10.
10?
I'm not good at those.
The hand that was holding the burning lightsaber shoots out, and it's kind of like right in your face. And the claws contract, but like the claws close in, but not physically on you, but you feel it. It's as if a giant claw is grabbing your whole body and you are paralyzed.
Oh God.
That's not good.
She doesn't like that. She gets to bonus action lightsaber attack. So she does that and just turns and like down swings at Nyx.
Okay.
Oh, that was a ride. I imagine a 14 doesn't hit though.
Nope.
You sidestep it, but
Ooh,
as you
actually,
sidestep
wait.
it, yeah,
Can I try something? Can I?
sure.
Instead of sidestepping, can I block it with a vibro knuckle?
George Lucas wouldn't be happy with me, but yes.
He doesn't own Star Wars anymore. He can heck off.
What happens is this: if we want to keep this accurate, what happens is you raise the vibro knuckle like just really, and it's like the spinning blades are like slipping off the vibro knuckle to the point where you have to like kind of deflect it downward, and it goes down into the ground, and it like eats up a bit of the ground next to you with the spinning force.
Index always did say this was stupid.
And it was. This isn't concentration, right? Yes, it's not. That'll be next time, though. That ends her turn, though, unfortunately. I wish she could have hit you. Oh well, everyone's rolling bad tonight. This is interesting.
Spoilers. I
Ash,
don't.
it's your turn.
Hooray! In response,
Oh no, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Nix, it's your turn. I'm stupid. Don't worry about me. I said the wrong thing.
you're good.
Yeah, I already went.
Yeah. In response, Nyx will once again fire his pistol at her. And my fighting style, I can shoot at close quarter combat.
Rad. I love that.
Basics of CQC.
Yep, more or less. A 22 is going to hit, right?
For sure.
Hell yeah. Alrighty. 13 energy damage. I maxed it.
Whew. So the hand with the knuckles goes down, and you're like, oh, and the saber's like right there. Your other hand has the pistol, you right under her chin. Poof! And it sends her head flying back a little, but she's going to use her reaction. You said 13?
Yes, I did.
13. She's gonna.
God, how many reactions does this bitch have?
She's gonna heal 7 of that.
Fuck!
Traitors are good. It's rad. They just get to do this. She's using her hit dice, so as many hit dice as she has, and she has a fair number of them.
I just need to double check. Okay.
You can. If we're saying your knuckles are in your offhand, you can offhand melee attack. Your offhand attacks don't have to be of the same type.
Oh, yeah, you're right, actually. So yeah, then I'm gonna sock her in the fucking chin.
Elegantly put.
Not with that, natural 1.
Oof.
Spectacular.
So you
Elegantly put.
You've done this before. You did it in training. You pulled it off once, and it looked so cool. So you do the gun up the chin, and then you attempt to, like, dead leg her, but she's got knee pads on, and you forgot all about that. So you just clink off the knee pads.
It's very much the clone that punched the droid, expecting
Yeah.
a good result.
Exactly. That ends your turns, Nyx, right? Unless you desire anything else.
Yeah, that ends my turn.
Ash, it is your turn.
Okay, so I would have dropped concentration on the other lightsaber that she dropped.
Yeah.
So my only concern is that, like, I have an idea. So I have two options. One is cast overheat again on the lightsaber she's currently wielding. But I also have another idea. Because I don't know if Ash is in enough of a panic situation for this to be a thing. Because I wanted this whole thing to be in a panic situation. Because basically my idea is, if I feel like it's thematically appropriate enough for Ash to run up 30 feet and just, like, panic force pull the lightsaber that was on the ground to her.
Fucking love this.
I would imagine, like, you know, her friends are doing their best, but they're struggling. Raestra's fucking paralyzed.
Yeah.
And it's enough to, like, get her to be like, oh shit. So I think I'm gonna have her run, I think I'm actually gonna go through it because I think it would be cool. She runs 30 feet forward to be in range for her to actually, like, catch it. She panics, she sticks her hand out, and the force grabs onto the lightsaber that's on the ground, and she pulls back, and it goes into her hand.
Asha, what does the Force look like to Ash?
I was thinking about it. It's very much not necessarily as mechanical as Raestra, but it's much like a circuit board, or maybe like a computer program where there are a bunch of pieces that have to work together in order to function. Not necessarily like a flow chart like Salesforce, but like
No, I get
there's
you.
all these different moving parts that help make one cohesive thing.
Ash, you run forward, you see your friends are in trouble. Rey, it does not look in a good spot. She's and you cleverly made the Inquisitor drop their lightsaber. You've seen weapons like this be used to great effect. You run forward and think to yourself, come on, it's just like a computer. You just gotta give it the command, and you're just like, and you even close your eyes, like, and then you just feel it. It wanted to be in your hands. And you actually you then have to open your eyes to look at where the buttons are, and like, the red blade. I imagine you hit the top button, and that has only one blade activate. You can activate them separately if you desire. Would she activate both of them, or?
No, I'm not sure she would activate it. She just wants it out of the way of the fight.
Oh, okay. So you like feel it, and then you open your eyes, and it's like it's there. It's cold. Well, it's cold now. Still, and it's very smooth and kind of matte. You're lucky I didn't give the Trandoshan-sized lightsaber, because you would have to two-hand it. Take inspiration for that. I fucking love that so much.
I already had inspiration. Does this mean I have two?
No, unfortunately. You used up an inspiration to not need a roll for that. To know.
Well, the force power says if it's an object, it automatically fails the save.
It's true. Okay. I believe.
I was reading it before I was contemplating the plan.
Use your inspiration more then. I don't know what to tell you.
I never get them. You never give them to me. So what am I?
You have one.
I have to hoard
so
it.
what do you mean about never? You have one now. Raestra,
I'm better fighting again.
I've had it for like one session.
Raestra, it's your turn. You're
wait, I still
paralyzed.
have a bonus action.
Oh wait,
I wasn't done.
What would you like to do?
I yell out to Nyx, "You got this!" And I give him my other important aptitude.
Hooray!
And I quickly put it on. I put the lightsaber on my belt somehow. I'm just kind of holding it. It's awkward. I'm not sure what to do with this.
Now, Raestra, it's your turn. You're paralyzed.
I am. I don't know what I do about that.
At the end of your turn, you can make the wisdom saving throw again.
Okay. I think that's all I can do. I'm gonna use that.
Yeah, use that port and roll. That's what I gave it to you for.
That's 16.
16?
Mm-hmm.
You are not happy. And you kind of power through the invisible claw around you. You kind of basically just out-strength it through sheer force of will.
That's it.
First time you used your wisdom. But that's the end of your turn. You don't get your turn.
I'm going to beat her fucking ass.
Next time.
How are you, health-wise?
Fine so far.
Okay.
Yeah, so far none of us have taken damage.
Real quick, I was a little bit busy. I forgot to add some background things to Cal. Nothing major changed, except now he also speaks Torgruti.
Nice. Speaking of Cal, speaking to Togruta, it's his turn.
Cal isn't Togruta, but...
Speaking Togruta.
Oh.
That's what I said.
I mean, Bawat, Grana, Weep, Niniban, I guess. Nobody gets that reference! It's just for me! Let's cast Improved Saber Throw.
Another saber throw?
Improved Saber Throw.
I love this. I love Star Wars. Throw your lightsaber.
Throw it again.
Do it, I dare you.
Oh no.
Get in on the fight, you nerd.
That's an 8.
8? Well, that misses.
Great.
You go high again, just too high. You just boomerang it. It's been a while since you've been at war.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Since I've been useful, it's been since I was born.
No, you're so useful. Shut your fuck. I will come over there.
Well, all I can do is... You can do it, Raestra.
Thanks. Thanks, I guess.
Yeah, I'm that's kind of all I can do right now.
It is the Inquisitor's turn.
Oh no.
You cannot do it, Inquisitor.
No, don't bash my kneecaps.
It would have been nice if Rey was still stunned for this, but oh well. The Trandoshan will hiss. Time to show you the power of the dark side. And she stomps one of her huge feet and casts dark side tendrils at second level.
Oh shit.
What do I do?
Rey and Nyx need to make a strength saving throw.
Oh fuck.
I'm good at these!
I'm okay at these.
You have your port and roll if you need it, Nyx.
Oh, that's good.
Potent.
Good. That's
Potent
not bad,
attitude.
actually. That's not bad, actually. That's not bad, actually. Ba-ba-ba-ba. That's 14.
I made my dice roll, and then I used the not inspiration that Ash gave me, and then I also used my human ability Defiant to roll an extra d4 to the save, equaling 14.
14?
Yeah.
You both only take 3 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Do you want to know what I rolled?
What?
I rolled a 5.
And that isn't persistent. That just, the dark side tendrils whip out at you, kind of just emerging from the shadow that this large looming creature casts. And you both only take 3 damage, which is unfortunate. But she does get to bonus action swing. Your goading attack only lasts till the end of your next turn, right, Nyx? Or is
Correct,
it like a minute
yes.
or something? Okay. But does she want to continue? No, I think
I
it's
did
equal
shoot. I did shoot her in the face and then try to kneecap her.
She's mad that Ray broke free, so she's gonna spinning saber attack. I imagine a 21 hits.
It just does, actually.
And it's the spinning saber clashes with your shield so hard, and the force of like the mechanics kind of giving it leverage force the shield like downwards, and the blow carries through and hits you in the middle. You take 12 points of energy damage.
Oh, yikes.
That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's real bad. That's not good. In fact, it's quite bad.
But that ends her turn. It is now Nick's turn.
Oh boy, it's finally my turn. All right. Yeah.
It sucks to be at the bottom of the initiative order.
Yes, it does.
Actually, I will reflavor because I like this flavoring like HP as not actually taking physical hits, as like your wherewithal being worn down. The shield gets pushed to Raestra, and you like manage to block it with your saber, but it's like right there next to you, and the like force is making your muscles strain. And
Yeah,
the
this
transition
is
in your
bad.
face.
We're doing real bad.
But
We're
now
doing real bad.
Sorry.
Okay, so
I am bloodied.
yeah. See, oh shit. All right, see that this isn't going well. First, I'm gonna roll to try to hit her. God, fucking the lighting. Okay, all right, I gotta stop panicking.
It's fine. Everything's fine. Take a deep breath.
It's fine.
He's only
24.
game.
24
hits.
I couldn't tell if it was an 11 or a 17.
Thinking 11 still would have hit, but we'll see.
Yeah, but yeah, 24. Next. I'm also going to make this... Oh god, disarming her is probably not going to do anything because she'll just summon it back into her hand after I do it. You know what? Actually, I'm going to try anyway.
All right.
So, that's 4d4. Let me roll the damage first, and then have her make the save to see if it falls out of her hand. 16 energy damage.
16?
Oh, wait, hold on.
Hmm.
Yeah, 16. No, wait. Yes, 16 energy damage.
She's going to use her reaction.
How many of these does she have?
As many hit dice as she has, but she didn't roll great on that one. She's going to heal 3 of that.
Ugh.
She's not looking great, though.
So far, I've been the only one doing damage to her.
I've done some solid
You have,
damage.
yeah.
I did damage. I'll fuck you up.
What now? Because you're attempting to disarming strike?
Yeah, I'm attempting to disarm her, so she has to make a saving throw. 13.
13? And...
Yeah, strength saving throw.
All right. And 9 doesn't do it.
Oh my god!
Do you want to flavor it?
Yeah. I watch her fucking down Ray, and when the heat starts to, like, really get into her face as she pushes the lightsaber into the shield, I'm gonna grab her wrist, put my gun right into her hand, and then just fire right into it and say, DROP IT!
And she does drop the lightsaber. It deactivates. You're going to regret that.
DM,
Yes.
I would like to do something else.
Sure.
It's a little shenaniganery,
All right.
but flavor-wise, it would be something that Nyx would absolutely try to do.
Cool.
Nyx would like, seeing that, like, this Trandoshan is getting the upper hand on Ray, Nyx is gonna go full-on Clone Trooper mode and get between the two of them and try to tackle the Trandoshan down to the ground.
Alright, so you will be attempting a grapple. I don't think you
Yes.
can knock them to the floor. There are abilities that do that. But
Yeah.
if you would like to grapple them, that is fair. We're gonna need to make a contested... You have to roll athletics, but this is an athletics check.
Okay, and I can add half my proficiency to this roll.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm ready when you are.
I got it.
Okay, I'll wait for you.
It's a 22.
I rolled a natural 20 for a 23, also a 22.
Yes! Oh my god!
The rules be damned, I'll say that's successful. Usually a tie is the status quo is held.
Yeah.
That's too good. That's too...
A natural
too good.
20 is different, I'll punch you.
Yeah. Yes, that's why we're doing this. We don't have to... Because on the dice, she rolled a 19, so...
Yeah, so Nyx is going to, he's gonna put his arms up, smack her arms downward so he can get her into a hug, and then push her back just a couple of feet, just so this way she's just a little bit out of reach. And then he's gonna say, "If you're gonna try something, do it now!"
Yeah, you got her arm in one of those army holds. So
Yeah.
she can't pick up the lightsaber again.
Yep.
But she's, she's struggling good. You're barely. It's like there's like a shicky dance going on, but you got
she's
her
like
in these-
lifting,
in
like
these
she's got me
moments.
like, she's got me like off of my feet, like wiggling
A
around,
little,
trying to get
yeah.
me off.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm not letting go.
Ash, it is your turn.
I do it again. I use force pull on the other lightsaber.
No.
She dropped it. She dropped it. If she didn't drop it, I was gonna do overheat again. But she dropped it, so I'm doing it again. So I have both
Fucking
of them.
Ray and Nyx fighting for their lives. Ash, another fine addition to my
collection.
And I would imagine, and then I run back 30 feet.
Okay.
Later.
Just so that I'm
Bye.
out of the range. No, just to keep myself out of range of her force shit. And then if you would allow me, since Lemmy would be rolling next to me this entire time, or floating, whatever his little heart tells him. I would like to just start shoving the lightsabers into Lemmy.
They are physically too big for that.
Too big for Lemmy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Use
I'm
him as the box he was intended to be.
Okay, if I can't do that, then I will just I'm assuming I have a bag, and I just shove them in the bag so they're out of sight.
You've lost your lightsaber privileges. These are mine now.
Literally some of the most dangerous pieces of propaganda in this world we can live in, and you have two, and are like...
I shove them in the bag so they're out of sight, so that she doesn't know where it is because she's tussling with Nyx. I'm hoping that's enough of a distraction. And I can't do anything else on my bonus action, so that will be it from me.
Raestra, it is your turn.
Okay, alright.
She is looking worse for wear.
I'm gonna try...
You get swung around like a fucking rag doll here.
Yeah, the rule... Okay. Rule of... the more chances you get, the better it is. Alright, so I'm gonna use Sap Vitality again. Come on. No. I'll attack her.
Well, what did you roll, just to be fair?
2.
2?
I got
Did
2
I
on
give
the
you
dice.
inspiration?
No, I do not have it.
Say something cool. Maybe you'll...
Say something cool.
I'm working on it. We can't all be silver. I don't think that'll
You could try if you believe hard
do
enough.
it. No, I don't think 15 will hit.
Just like
15?
bleach your hair blonde a little bit.
Wait. 15?
15.
Just hits.
Good.
If
Fuck.
it beats.
Bitch, get fucked. All right, I'm gonna fucking boo.
Yeah?
I'm gonna do. Oh, I'm checking something. I'm going to use force empowered strikes. I'm gonna use Force and Power
Smite.
Strikes.
Smite!
I'm gonna fucking smite. Fuck this bitch. Fuck this bitch. Come on. Oh! Woo! I got max on the D8. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Ah, fuck. 18 points of damage.
Raestra, victory is yours.
Yes!
Yes!
Tell me how you kill your former sister.
Yes! Okay. You know what? Nick, I like this. I like this image so much.
Yeah?
It gives her a sinking pit in her stomach that it feels so good to just kill her. And there's a part of her that she can't totally turn away from in this instance. Because she knows he's got her pinned, she can get it clean. It can be quick, it can be painless, and she knows that. In this instance, they hunted her down, they could have ruined her life. They've been following her all this time, she doesn't fucking care. She buries that saber in her shoulder and just drags it across her chest, just feeling the resistance of her body give way. And there's a moment when it goes all the way through, and Nyx is holding two halves of her that Raestra just feels gross. It feels disgusting that she succumbed that easily, and that, God, fuck, does that feel good.
In those moments, you shove it deep in her shoulder, and there's like, ah! And then a as you and like Nyx and Ray smell the gross stench of burning flesh, and you get most of the way through, and the sister coughs. You will always be one of us. Before you finish getting it through, and she kind of flops forward the upper half.
Oh yeah, Nyx is gonna like throw her down.
We gotta go. We gotta go now.
In these moments, the stormtroopers have riled Juris awake, but he's like on his butt, but he points, get them! And the stormtroopers start shooting, but you guys want to run?
Hey, what if I cast Cloud Mind again?
You could, yeah, do it.
Can I, before they shoot, can I make an intimidation check?
Sure, absolutely.
I will flavor what I'm about to do. The minute that he's like, get them, and I can hear the sound of them like raising the blasters, I'm going to turn, and I'm going to fucking...
Wait, before you describe this, I want you to take inspiration for that great moment. You got to feel bad without me turning the knife, but fuck you if you thought I wasn't going to turn the knife in your heart.
The joke's on you, I'll beat you to it. You can't make me feel guilty when I already do.
Exactly. So take inspiration, and now continue.
Okay, she is going to turn to them. I'm going to kick her severed torso in their general direction, and then plant my boot on her legs. And I'm going to look at him, saber still ignited. I'm going to put it back in the shield, so it's just the two blades on either side. And I'm going to look at him, and I'm going to go, one chance. Go. And then I'm going to make my intimidation check.
Do it.
I'm gonna scare this. That's a natural 20 for 25.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm gonna take my force points back.
That's beautiful. Yeah, it's a natural 20-25.
Sick. The steam is a little bit of steam is still rising from each like edge of the cut. And you say that, and Juris slides back on his butt a little, gets up and starts running the other way without saying anything to the stormtroopers. And the stormtroopers are kind of like jittery. Their guns are pointed in your direction.
Kel just kind of do a motion with his hand. Go.
They are more frozen than... It doesn't look like they're gonna run, but it looks like you have definitely more than the next 6 seconds before they decide, before fight or flight decides with how well they, because these are soldiers, but.
I will gesture to the rest of my team and we will go. We're going. We're running.
So what method of transportation are you taking up to? And I imagine you desire to go up to 1313.
Yeah, we're going to where Hondo told us to meet him, and we're hauling ass.
Yeah, we're just going.
Yeah, we're gonna take the elevator.
The turbo lift?
Yeah.
You're
the fastest way, other than hijacking.
You're all just
Peter.
full on sprinting up to the turbo lifts, and you get to because there's a line of them. There's 5 to 8, depending upon where you are in the levels. You get to the one at the edge, but you hear a voice. Oh boy, sorry, I gotta put the voice on. There we go.
Oh boy.
Halt! And you all turn, and there is a stormtrooper. But their armor is very different.
Oh god, no.
It's black.
Oh
no.
god, you're
With
killing
red highlights.
Justin!
Justin, you have to let us off.
Christ, Traitors!
Please.
And he levels a very nice looking blaster rifle at you all.
Oh.
Overheat. That's made of metal.
Wait a second. We haven't entered initiative yet. Nix, do you have a question?
When he hears, he recognizes he knows a clone trooper voice when he hears
it is
one,
impossible not to recognize your own voice.
Fuck!
It is filtered through a different filter than what your helmets used to look like, though. This helmet, you wish you had a helmet like this. It kind of looks like the Phase 2, but it's got a much slicker looking line, and the visor is red.
Nix will spin around and aim both of his blasters at him, making full eye contact.
Does my overheat go off?
No, we haven't rolled initiative. This is a narrative moment.
Ah, come on.
Thank you, Heaton. I was planning on that line.
I didn't want
Thought of it
to
ahead of time.
interrupt. I didn't want to interrupt what was happening, but that's a really good line. What do we do?
So
I'm hitting the button.
Nix, you're just leveling guns. You want this to be a standoff?
Yeah,
Does
this is full.
I'm aware of.
I'm doing.
Sorry.
I keep talking over you. I'm sorry.
I'm aware of Ash's motivations. Does anyone else have any motivations?
I'm hitting the button. I'm smacking the elevator button 1,000 times, hoping that it'll come faster.
Yes. Horror movie panic.
I would like to use force disarm.
Okay. So, in these moments, this is what will happen. Ash said it first. The heat metal goes off.
Yes, please make me... He takes the
Con
damage
save.
regardless. Please make me that con save to see if he drops it.
If he's a clone, he won't.
Well, he rolled low.
Yeah, well.
Actually, wait. Hold on. Nope. Okay. He has an ability, but it's not for tech powers. God, this is nice.
It's 11 points of fire damage.
Oof.
Does he... What did he roll? Did he beat a 14?
He rolled a 9.
Okay, so he has to drop it if he wants to.
He does. And he says, "Shut!" And just very quickly, a trained soldier pulls out a electric stick. I said freeze. And make a perception check. Everyone.
Okay. Everyone?
Actually, no, we're in combat. What's everyone's passive?
Oh, okay, hold on.
My passive's 13.
It's ill weapon. My whiz is bad.
14.
My wisdom's
13.
really good. It is 17.
13, you said, Cal, or was it 14?
13.
13, Cal, because you're so perceptive. Nix, you would know this, but you don't see what, but his other hand is, thumbing something on his belt. But, he's at the angle where it's, it's behind you, so it doesn't... You can't see what has in his other hand.
Okay. If I may.
Yeah. Well, actually, Cal also wanted to do a thing. Do you want to force disarm?
Yeah. Yes.
We'll have that handled, Cal.
Can I force disarm what's in his other hand, if possible?
Does it say you need to see?
You select a weapon or object being worn by a large or smaller creature within range. Does
Sure.
not say anything about
You
that.
can see its stomach something, so...
Sure.
Yeah. The creature must make a strength or dex saving throw, their choice. If it's being carried, the save is made with advantage, but I don't know what that...
He has advantage on force powers anyway. He's choosing to fail this. Because it is a activated thermal detonator.
No!
Yes. It's beeping red in your hand.
Hey, what if...
I shoot it out of his hand.
Throw it.
what if I just... Okay, alright, new plan. I throw it directly at him.
Make
Hot
an
potato.
attack
No!
roll. You don't get to add proficiency, and honestly, make it with disadvantage because you're, like, surprised, and you only have a moment.
Okay, cool. That's 7.
7?
In full
Do I at
panic,
least get it away from us?
if I may.
Yeah.
When he pulls that back and I see him winding up to throw it, Nyx is like full on flashbacks, a full on muscle memory flashback. Protect your brother. He shoots the grenade out of his hand to prevent him from throwing it at the clone.
Oh.
You will need to make, this is a called shot, so it technically has full cover, or 3/4 cover.
Okay.
So, and you still have your force power up, don't you, Cal? Yes,
what?
your battle mind or whatever it was. How long does that last?
Oh, it's battle mind. It lasts up to 10 minutes concentration.
Yeah, it definitely hasn't been 10 minutes yet.
Okay, so I would have +3 if this is a
Plus
ranged
3,
attack.
plus I believe 3/4 cover is +5. Right? Hold on.
Oh boy, that's. Of course I get a high armor class now.
This is how called shots work. At least
Let
that
us
might
get
not be
off
booked, but I
Coruscant.
like. Yeah, +5. So Nyx, you need to. What does that make your AC, Cal?
22.
Okay,
Let's
so
see.
I need to roll.
Need to 22.
I need to roll a 15 or higher.
Let's do it.
I think you could do it.
But I don't know if that means it's going to explode in our face or not. That's the important
We're-
question.
I'm about to ask a follow-up question in the seconds that we get, if it works.
Okay, so 25.
That is. Ray, did you want to do anything? Because everyone was allowed a thing. This was Nyx's thing. He didn't say he was doing a thing, so this is why Nyx gets to do this.
Okay, so is it out of his hand and on the ground?
So with the shot, if you shoot the thermal detonator directly, it flies. With the direct, it would be back and kind of towards the elevators. And
Oh, fuck.
With that, though, you guys are at the last elevator, so kind of back and away from the elevators. Actually, it goes a little bit down an alley before. But because it went a little bit down an alley, the blast force is like funneled out and not towards you guys.
Okay.
But does it blow?
It does blow up.
Fuck.
Yeah, because he had activated it and cooked it just right. This was his plan.
Yep.
If Cal had succeeded at throwing it, it would have gotten in between you guys, and both of you would have taken half damage. But it's...
I had a plan if you'd have just let him fucking throw it.
Yeah, sorry, it was honestly a very Nyx thing to do. I'm sorry.
I know, I'm gonna... Raestra's going to... I'm gonna take the fucking gun out of your hands.
Okay, no!
She's gonna just snatch the fucking... I'm just gonna snatch the blaster out of his hands and just
Reaction.
hit the button for the elevators again.
Wait, I'm gonna be a bit of more of a troll.
Do it! I'll hit... She takes
Reaction,
it from him?
disengage.
How do you
no.
have that as a reaction?
Gorilla mastery.
Yeah. Though it is in reaction to her taking the gun. She does successfully take the gun.
Yeah, that's fine. She can take the gun. I have another. I'm going to run full force at the clone.
God fucking damn it! I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking tackle him. Swear to fucking God.
Can I grab the gun he dropped? Because I would have canceled the overheat on it.
I'll toss Ash the gun. Hit the buttons, get the elevator. I'll deal with the idiot.
No, the gun he dropped is at his feet, and he's like 15 to 20 feet away.
No, I mean I'm tossing Ash the gun I took from Nyx,
yeah.
and then I'm gonna hit the button, call the elevator. I'll deal with him.
We've already hit the button. We're just waiting for Justin to allow the plot to move forward.
So I love these moments. Nix, you're rushing. This purge trooper says, "Oh, I said and his stick is out ready, and his hand already has another. This doesn't look like a thermal detonator. He brings it forward. Its light is blue. I said freeze, but in these moments, like things go in slow motion. A blaster bolt right in this purge trooper's shoulder knocks him bodily into the elevators behind him. And he kind of slumps a little for a moment. And it's at that moment, the doors to the elevator you summoned open.
Go in! Come on, idiot!
I'm in. I'm going in.
I'm going in.
Grabbing him. Yeah, pushing him in. I am physically body blocking him from even attempting to leave this fucking elevator.
Okay, yeah, no, he goes in. He goes in.
I do want to see if I can catch a glance of who shot that shot, because that was not us.
Check. Make a perception check.
No. That's a 7.
You want to use your inspiration?
A 7's a +3 is not gonna give me enough to be a 10. I don't.
Can
Give
I
it a
make
try.
perception?
Does anyone else? Yeah, Cal, would you like to?
I will.
got a
I'll try.
+3 in my purse. That's a 9, 10, 11, 12.
I got an 18.
Cal,
How does inspiration work again?
add your level to the roll.
Oh, okay, then I'll do
On top
that.
of everything.
So 15.
Okay, both of you at the same time. So the doors close, but the elevators kind of have a clear doorway at these levels, but when you're like in the tube, you can't see through. So it closes, and you have the instant before it starts going up to look out and up, and both of you see the kind of shape across. Boy, would that be fun! Just in the middle of the hole, just a little ways out and a good ways up, the shape of a speeder bike, and the unmistakable lithe figure of a humanoid on top of the speeder bike, and it has a sniper rifle shouldered.
Aura Singh just saved our ass.
Okay, listen, as a person, I hate Aura Singh. As a player right now, she is awesome.
She's so fucking cool.
We see moments, if you would allow the DM some narrative.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Just a few minutes beforehand. At Click's Diner, Dex notices a retinue of stormtroopers marching past his diner with a armor-clad individual wearing lightsabers on their belt, and he begins to panic. Aura Singh had just arrived for her shift, and he sort of gestures at her and even puts a hand on her shoulder, which she attempts to brush off immediately. And he says, "Listen, I have a new job for you. You have to 2,000 credits. I know you're good with a sniper rifle.
Oh my god, no.
The other employees, Nix, Raestra, they have to get to 1313 safely. Whatever you have to do." She ponders. "I really don't need Imperial heat right now. 2,500 credits." And he goes behind the counter, pulls out a briefcase, and just pulls out the credits right then. "Full payment up front." And she regards the credits in his hand, gives a little nod. "All right. I've needed practice with my sniper recently." But now we're back in the present.
Just when I need a fucking minute, I'm actually crying. Oh my god.
Are you okay?
No, I'm in tears!
I'm sorry.
I can't believe this Dex is so good to us!
Nix is full on damn near hyperventilating as he's leaning against the wall as far away from everyone else as possible, and he's just mumbling the same thing over and over under his breath.
I'm gonna turn the shield off. She resists literally every fucking bodily urge to just beat the fucking shit out of him. Because she knows it's not gonna do anything. It's not gonna make her feel better. It's not gonna make him feel better. She just wants to, and she knows it's a stupid thing to want. She's going to take her gloves off, and she's gonna put both of her bare hands on either side of his face, so that he can, like, physically, bodily feel, like, the texture of her hands. And she's gonna just, like, she's not gonna, like, slap him, but, like, hold his face, like, firm to get him back into the moment. And then she's just gonna be like, look at me.
He's gonna, like, struggle making eye contact at first, and then he eventually yields.
And she's gonna look at him. Where are you?
Physically and mentally.
Where are you?
I'm on the elevator.
Where are we going?
The 1313.
Who are you with?
Ray Callanash.
Good. She's gonna let go of him, put her hands on his shoulders, and she's just gonna be like, just lean against the corner, against the walls a little bit. Just feel the glass on your back, your feet sinking into the floor. Just take a minute. We're fine. Okay? We're here. We're safe. We're getting the fuck off of Coruscant.
Is everyone okay? Physically, I mean.
She's gonna put her gloves back on. She says, I've been better. I could use some help. It'd be nice.
Alright, he's gonna go over. He's gonna put a hand on your shoulder. And he's going to cast Give Life. You get 5 hit points back. Oh, actually, not 5. I forgot. Disciple of Life. So you get 8 hit points.
I'm doing pretty great, actually. She kind of rolls her neck and her shoulders back into place. Stupid big bitch made her fucking arms ache, and the sort of burn of her muscles is starting to go away. She's like, fuck!
Ash is pretty quiet as she's on the other side of the elevator, and she's just kind of staring at her hands.
Lemmy floats under your, like, elbow. Yeah.
You still, she's gonna look at Ash, and she's gonna go, you still have them?
Yeah, they're in my bag.
Give them to me.
Okay. And she pulls them out and hands them to her.
I'm going to take them.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to 100%. I'm going to do a Ronin.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to take them. I'm going to take my saber. I'm going to cut them open, and I'm going to take the crystals out.
They break. The shimmering crimson red crystals. Roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Probably for the best. I shouldn't futz with something like that.
You have disadvantage because I say so.
Fuck. I was gonna say, that was actually... Oh, it was actually good! Justin, come on! 13.
13. You kind of break them both at first, and you reach down and touch them both with your fingers.
The Eye of Sauron shows up. I'm sorry.
You also had your gloves off.
No, I put them back on. I specifically said.
Okay. Well, still. This is how the Force works.
Yeah. Wouldn't fucking handle them with bare hands.
It sucks. It's... Usually when you get a Echo Vision, it's like specifics. You get some visuals, some sounds, some feelings. This one's all feelings, and it hurts. There's pain, rage, despair, misery, betrayal, hopelessness. It all kind of flows from your arms into, like, your core. It flows into you, and you, like, close your eyes and need a second as you hold these bled crystals in your hands. And it's not unlike when Glitter Spice was calling out to you in desperation through the force. These things are in pain.
Without really even thinking about it, just out loud, she goes, I know. She's gonna motion for Lemmy.
It's okay.
over.
It's okay. You can go over. She won't bite you.
I'm going to open him up and put the crystals inside.
Do you want a chopper? Because this is how you get a chopper.
They'll be fine. I'm
Someday.
I'm not integrating them into his circuits. I'm putting them inside of I'm just putting them in his pocket.
15 sessions from now, when you guys are in danger, and the opening, and a little hole opens up in the front of your little mouse droid Lemmy. A red blade extends, and he starts torpedo spinning towards your enemies.
She's going to just drop
like a drone with a knife. I'm sorry, go ahead.
She's gonna drop the husks. And she's gonna just sigh and lean back against the back wall, and she goes, if we can talk to this guy, if he's got, like, back alley connections, they'll be worth some credits, I think.
I'm sorry, but the minute you said box with a knife, the first thing I thought of was just, I have now invented the lightsaber-wielding tentacle.
If anyone wants to come and turn it off, be my guest. It's like cutting gashes into the floor.
Part of me is glad that I was able to get these away from her, but another part of me was like, I shouldn't be using it, right?
These? No.
No, I mean, no, she means the Force.
The Force, yeah.
Oh. No, I like that. Yeah, no, you know what? I like that. I like that she like, gestures to the things on. She thinks she means the sabers. She's like, these? And then it clicks to her what she means, and she goes, oh. It's fine.
It's not... Well, I guess technically it's dangerous. But...
Because I panicked, y'all were having a hard time, and I had to do something.
No. What you did's fine. Just don't...
Fine, she saved our asses.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's okay. It's alright. You don't
stray too far into the dark side and you'll be...
Yeah, just don't do what I do. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
You two are gonna give this girl a panic attack.
You are fine too, for that matter.
I will slap the taste out of your mouth at a later date.
I have had too many spices in my life to have taste.
No, she's talking to Nyx.
Oh.
She's like, I will slap the taste out of your mouth at a different date. You have earned the next 24 hours.
The doors open. You are on 1313.
Like, the moment the doors open, Nyx has pulled out the other blaster and has it aimed in case there's someone waiting.
I would have handed him back his other blaster.
She just pushes the nose of the gun down. She's like, don't fucking... As obvious as humanly possible, you fucking nutcase. Let's go. Come on.
We gotta go.
I love that visual. The camera's outside the elevator door. You see a gun arm first, and someone reach for the gun arm and pull it down, and then just nicks his head as he looks around. Make a perception check.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. 15.
You don't see anything but the early foot traffic of people heading to work.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna reach in my bag and put on my helmet.
Yeah. Here we go. Yes.
Let's go. Hado won't wait, and it's our one ticket off this place.
You got a handful of miles. It's not far, but like, it's not a marathon, but, couple miles walk.
Would we be able to, like, hail a taxi to get there faster?
Do you desire to do that? It's kind of hard at this level.
I think we'll make it okay.
Yeah, you guys are just...
Yeah, I think we should book it on foot.
Is Ash smart enough to figure out the timing? Do we have enough time if we book it on foot?
There's way too many variables, but you are smart enough to know, like, if you're now officially Imperially wanted, you know, you're in systems now. Your faces are probably at places.
Let's just go. Yeah.
We're just gonna go.
So
go.
you kind of... And you are just whizzing by, like, neon signs in all different languages, you know, kind of shoulder checking past all kind of different creatures and species. One Weequay is like, hey, like, waves a drunken fist at you at this hour, but does nothing else.
Lemmy probably almost trips a couple people.
And then you see a little bit in the distance the sign for the mechanic shop that you are looking for. But at the same time, your eyes cast towards the hole, the opening, and there's a kind of police speeder with its lights on. And behind it, what looks like a troop carrier. And as you guys start getting close to the mechanic shop, the speeders pull over, and without even landing, the doors open, and a couple of Coruscanti police officers, about 4, hop out of the police thing. A small squad of stormtroopers, led by one in black, hops out of this troop carrier, and you can hear kind of muffled, "Get the traitors!" But
go!
Like I said, this street is wide. They're at the end of the street. You're kind of starting to turn a corner, and it's in this moment where you turn this corner, you're met with what's inside this the side of what's inside this this mechanic shop, and you see there's like a few, like, there's like a turbo lifter off in the corner that's being fixed, but in the center is the circular ship that you're familiar with, Asha. And you have a moment to take in that a Weequay in a red coat is at the bottom of the ramp, talking, you know, flamboyantly and passionately with someone at the someone facing him. He seems perturbed, but not like angry. He seems confused. And when you rush in, your footfalls are like clopping off the permacrete, I believe is the Star Wars word. He looks up, sees your figures coming towards him, but that's the moment blaster fire is like streaking out past you, but they're far enough, and these are stormtroopers. None of them are finding purchase just yet. And there's a moment you see calculations go in front of this Weequay's eyes. He pauses for a beat. Oh god. The blaster fire does not even seem to faze him, and he's looking at you all and then smiles. Boys, protect our new friends. We can't let the Empire get them. And he pulls out a blaster.
Hell yeah!
Fuck yes! Help, Hondo, help! I'm gonna just get in the ship. I'm just getting in the ship.
Yeah,
I'm just getting
in the ship.
I have the credits right here, and I have them out, and I'm just like running into the ship to show that I have them.
I'm gonna, before I run into the ship, am I 90 feet away from them?
The stormtroopers running into the garage, they're at the end of the street. Barely no, I would say.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wait, I have distant power.
Oh, sick.
I'm just gonna, let's see, distant power, it increases by 30 feet. Are they 120 feet in?
Oh, for sure. So
Cool.
We won't bother. We know how much health troopers have. You like and they're fanning out anyway, so you can pretty much only get 2 in the 20 foot that you need, and 2 will fall asleep. 2 you're running, but you wave your hand in a big wide arc backwards to collapse.
Just running past Hondo. That should help, don't question it.
Yeah, Hondo sees that, and you see his smile grows wider. He's still shooting with a very gnarly looking blaster.
Entirely pistol. Just did that to make his day.
Nyx is the last one going in.
Yeah.
He's gonna take off his helmet, fucking throw it at the closest stormtrooper, and get a couple of like random blasts off. Whether they hit something or not is irrelevant. It's just covery fire, and he'll run into the ship.
Do you have an inspiration?
No.
Okay, sorry. Well, sorry, just for narrative, just because we're not an initiative, your helmet throw, we don't need to roll a dice. You just hit a stormtrooper square in the chest, and he just gets knocked down. And then pew, 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 pew.
Be surprised, it's not hard to peg a stormtrooper in the face with his own helmet. Fuck you.
And you're backing up and shooting, and you get next to Hondo, and he's, haha, it's nice to have a change of pace for a change.
Yeah, enough talking, let's get out of here.
Yes, of course. After you. And you go up the ramp. He follows you, just backing up slowly, shooting at the stormtroopers. The ramp closes with him still kind of mostly on it, so it kind of elevates him a little. He turns dramatically. The coat kind of flourishes behind him. Hello, new friends. You are everything I expected. And a little bit more. And that's what we're in.
Star Wars First Resistance is a live play Dungeons & Dragons podcast using the Star Wars 5e system, which can be accessed for free at sw5e.com. Our podcast features the player talent of BubblingBrooke as Ashaa-kai, Silver Keyblade as Calchin Phimiir, Ben Lepard as Nyx, HitenNoRuroni as Raestra Akkan, and this Justin as the Game Master. You can find links to our social medias in the description. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please, we would love it if you left a positive review, commented, and shared this with your friends. We can't thank you enough for listening to us goof around and tell stories, and we hope you'll join us on next episode. Until then, may the Force be with you.